Hello friends. So far, what we have learned with respect to Google ad copies is how to identify from your website what are the different benefits, USPs, offers, problems, social proof, FOMO, CTAs, call to actions. We've listed them down and we've learned how we can use to write and create compelling ad copies out of these things that we have. The one thing that is left that we need to do before we move on, how we can use these ads on the dashboards and then following up with extensions. The one thing that we need to learn is how to spy on our competitors' ad. Correct. So now for this, we are going to use a very important tool. Now, friends, this is one tool that not a lot of people know about. And that's why you need to keep this to yourself. Let's not break the secret out. This is only for those people who've taken my mentorship program. So what you need to do is on Google search, just type bright local search checker. Okay. Now, why are we doing this and why are we not making a random search on Google and getting all the information that we need? We can spy on our competitors like that as well. Now, the difference here is, let's say, for example, if I want to make any Google search here, which is like a 2 BHK in Mumbai. Now, irrespective of the kind of search that I do, if you check my browser, the browser locates a location in Mumbai, Dahisar, Maharashtra, etc. So because it is catching my location, it is targeting only those ads, only those advertisers who are trying to target a geography of Mumbai. And because of that, a lot of information that you want about your competitors is not going to be visible to you. For that reason, this tool is the most helpful tool. Now, we are talking about a real estate property situated in a certain part of Mumbai, of Maharashtra. You can use this tool to check anything, any ad for any competitor that you want across the globe. I'll teach you a couple of more examples as to how you can use this particular tool. So here we saw, let's say, for example, let's give it as an example. When I put up 2 BHK in Mumbai as a keyword, I saw something from XBKC Presidencia. I saw something in Lakshmi Group, Setia Developers, and Miru Yojana, etc. Now, let's say, for example, if I want to start using these tools, and again, brightlocal.com, search result checker, correct? I need to put in my search term and I will put my location, right? So you can't, unfortunately, what happens is you can't put a location like a Mumbai. This has to be quite broader, but let's give it a try. India, and I put in Mumbai. I'm going to put the language as English. And I want to go to click search checker. I usually try to open this in a new tab because again, it will be a lot of back and forth if you do this, but unfortunately it's not okay. It won't redirect you to the new tab. Now it is telling me in the location Mumbai, language English, on the search engine Google, searching for this particular keyword. I want to see results of page 1. So here I am seeing Godrej property, Dadar West, Meru Yojana1.com. So you remember I was already seeing this Meru Yojana1.com here as well. This is from Triveni, this is from Lodha, this is 99 acres. So this is slightly different search because this is showing you everything with respect to Mumbai, and that perspective, this is showing everything with respect to my browser location. Correct. So if you can see, though it is Mumbai, it is a certain part of Mumbai, and here the location is Mumbai, completely Mumbai, and that's why you are seeing a slightly different search result. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to click on search again and try to take this Mumbai as unveil in Mumbai. All right. We hit the search. We still want page 1 of the result. Now, if you see Godrej Properties, Triveni, here code name Dream Home, this is changed and this is showing about Mira Road. So you realize because we were targeting a 40-kilometer radius, so Mira Road was something that also was around. And again, XBK CB Presidencia. So again, these guys are targeting that specific area. Now, if you want to see a change in the result, what we can do is from here, let's move to Pune. And then let's let's give it a try how things work out. I will like to be, so for those who are not aware, Pune is something which is about 150 kilometers away from Mumbai. So I'm trying to give that area a try. Again, pretty similar, only the view is something that has been changed, right? And however, if you can see, we are still targeting Pune as a region. So pretty much this helps across sectors if you want to see what ads are running. So currently in Pune also, Godrej Properties, uh, all these ads are most probably running right there as well, because the keyword here is 2 BHK in Mumbai. So if somebody from Pune wants to purchase a house in Mumbai, so these advertisers have also targeted Pune and they are showing. So some people in Pune would mind to want to shift to Mumbai for certain job or certain reasons like that. So they will see these similar ads. Most probably, if what I'm going to do is put a search again, and because we are looking at Pune as a location, I'm going to just remove this 2 BHK house. Let's see if there is any change in the search result because I removed the location from my search term. So now for a 2 BHK house, there are practically no ads in Pune. So that's why you're not seeing anything. You might see something at the bottom. No. So in Pune, they are not very clearly marketing a 2 BHK house. For whatever rhyme or reason they feel it is correct. These advertisers are not investing their money in Pune. So, however, if you see, the minute I changed the keyword, the search result changed completely. And that's why this is very, very important tool. So I believe in a day you get about 10 searches, which is more than enough. Trust me. Right now we are making so many searches, but if we have enough and more data about different locations, we won't be using this tool every day. So 10 searches a day is more than enough. Um, let's say, for example, you are an accounting software and you operate on a very global scale, and you are trying to show your ads in the UK. Correct. So you will put accounting software, and if you want, you can just remove this, and in country you can just put United Kingdom. Expect this. Uganda, Ukraine, United Arabs. Oh, it's already in the top list, and that's why we couldn't see it there. And then click on check results. Again, the first page. The rest accounting software for small businesses. So here they are also not running any specific ads for the entire UK region. UK, because this particular region is unknown. What I'm going to do is do a search again and maybe put a sub location which is London in UK. Now let's see if we get something very specific to this on the first page of result. Again, best accounting software. So accounting software is something that people in UK are not currently looking for. There is just one ad, account software, access financials, and because they are not paying a lot of things, they've got the last slot. The idea is to understand if this tool is really helpful for us or not, and that's why I'm going to just click on this ad and try to determine if it is giving me the right location. Basically, have I been redirected to a page in London itself? So that's something that I want to check so that I can ensure the credibility of these tools. Okay, not really saying anything about the address. I can just click on our offices. United Kingdom, head office, Bainstone, Berkeley, Brinton. So you realize our offices, it has clearly highlighted UK, which is the region that we have selected. So very clearly, this tool is one of the most important tool to spy on your competitor. What happens is in that specific region, wherever you want to operate, you can just pick whatever specific terms, headlines, descriptions, USPs, tactics, etc. These specific advertisers are following. So back to our keyword 2 BHK in Mumbai. Let me target Panvel again and move this to India. Correct. I want everything on the Google search. I will pick the first page. and 2 BHK crossing Kurla West at 1.5 CR all inclusive. So you realize they have added this particular advertiser, Meru Yojana, has put in all inclusive and has put a price. So price as an element when it comes to purchasing a property is very crucial. Again, a very pro tip for you guys, even if somebody is not searching for price in their search term, they are not very clearly looking, it's good to mention a price. And I'll tell you why. What happens is when your product or service is on the expensive side of things, like purchasing a 2 BHK or a 1 BHK is not something that A, you do on the internet, and B, it's a slightly expensive endeavor. You pretty much invest somewhere around 70 lakhs to 1.5 crores. So what happens is a lot of times, because it's not a easy decision, and if the price is not shown here, I will click on this, I will read through your website and then decide, hey, you know what, this might be expensive for me, let me not go ahead with this. It's all right if people do that, but what happens is because they were not informed earlier, they clicked, they saw, and then they left. So this click basically did charge you some amount of money but did not help you get any further conversion action. And that's why what you need to do is you need to put a price. What this price basically does is anybody who feels that they cannot pay up to 1.54, like I have set out to purchase a house in the area of my choice and I have set a budget up to myself of 1 crore. In this case, 1.54 is clearly out of my budget. So I will not click on this because I know for a fact that even if I like the area, even if I like the property, if I like whatever I am expecting for, I am still not going to end up purchasing this because I don't have that kind of money. In a similar scenario, let's say for example how this price helps as well. Let's say for example if my budget is about 1 crore 40 lakhs in another case, and here you tell me that it's about 1.5 for all inclusive, it gives me a thought, hey, you know what, I'm already spending 1.4, how about I spend 1.5 and get everything and maybe get one of the best properties in the area. Let me click on this and check it out, and that's how you will end up on the website and try to check things. So these are the things that you basically learn from your competitors. Now, again, another ad from Godrej. These guys are in Vadala. You see pre-EMI starting from 39,999 per month. Now, it's a good thing because we realize on the other Godrej website, we didn't see anything which is a pre-EMI. This is a very strong thing to put in a headline because what has happened is from 1.5, 1.4, 1.2, whatever crores, the amount has come down to just 39,999. So this suddenly feels like, hey, you know what? I think this is nice. This is not that expensive. Maybe I can give it a shot. So this is giving you a breakdown of a lot of things. With respect to Triveni, this is something that I don't like. It has mentioned 2 BHK, 3 BHK in Ghatkopar East. Again, 2 BHK, 3 BHK flats in Pantanagar. Like A, there is a lot of repeat information. B, if I'm very specifically looking for a 2 BHK, it's a waste of inventory to show me details about 3 BHK. If you read below, Elite Homes at Ghatkopar, again 2 BHK, 3 BHK home, again at Pantnavar, Ghatkopar, Geetanjali by Triveni Group. So here they did use the brand name, etc., but it's a lot of repeat information. So basically, they have not really worked hard on their description. So see how the description basically uh, ends up not really being appealed to you just because it wasn't that great, correct? Let's see something. Book your dream home in Vadala. So again, you remember we were talking about dream home, creating that aspiration, creating that sense of spiritual or psychological upliftment. Oh wow, this is going to be my dream home. Pre-existing, like I said, another different awesome CTA starting from 399, 39.99, completely reduced the price for me. 5 storage with clubhouse, squash courts. You saw these guys have started talking about amenities, correct? From 5-star garden, 5-story clubhouse, 4 minutes from the other TT. Again, like I said, it was showing that proximity as well, which we also discussed. So this is what are a couple of things that you can learn from all these ads and start implementing, and that's why using these tools is one of the most crucial things that you need to do while researching for your ads, for your competitor ads, when you are running ads on Google. Now, moving forward, what I need to walk you through is how do we place these ads on the platform, correct? So let me quickly take you inside the Google Ads platform. This was the place where we were looking for our keywords, and all other different things with respect to Google Ads. Here, what I'm going to do is first let me break and talk to you about things like how to start writing ads on Google, how to add extensions, etc. And then finally, towards the end of this module, I'm going to walk you through all the steps together. I'm going to walk you through how to create an account, how to start a campaign, how to fill in all the campaign details, and how to add those ads that we were talking about, the keywords, the ad groups, all the things together, so that you have everything A done twice and B all in one sync and in a single flow. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly jump to the ad section. And don't worry, this navigation is also going to be very, very easy for you once you are a little hands-on with this. Okay, you can reload for me. Right, so we were at ads and extensions, and the first thing that we want to talk about is ads, because we've created a lot of ads very recently, right? If you remember the word limit, this is something which is going to be very, very crucial here. The word limit is for a headline is 30, for a description is 90, right? That's your word limit. All right, so we want to start creating ads and we want to create our first search ad. And that's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a responsive search ad, correct? And the first thing that this will ask me is what campaign do you want to put it in? I'm pretty open with whatever it is for now, because I am not going with the flow right now, right from the creation of campaign to putting budgets. I'm just showing how the interface looks and how you can add your ad and creatives. Awesome. So to start with ad, right, we selected a certain ad group that we want our ads to be in. All these ad groups, like I said, is a container of similar keywords and similar ads. We have that container already in place, but the first thing that this is asking me is the final URL. Now, what a final URL basically means is where is this person going to go once he clicks on your ad. That's your final URL. So your final URL is always going to be the page, the landing page where you want your customers to land and see details about the product, the building, etc. In our case, what we were talking about. The next thing is display path. Now, what display path does is, first let's see that and let me explain to you. Maybe, all right, maybe not this, because when we will use keywords, we are pretty much going to use the first category, which is core, competitor, generic. Okay, let me use generic for say. So these are about 2 BHK house plans, etc. So here, 2 BHK house plan. So they are talking about our plan, correct? And we want them to show something with respect to house plan. All right, I can just say number 1. All right, now let's see what I have done here so far. If you see, the URL here is basically the highlands.godrejcity.com. Ahead of this, you can see 2 BHK underscore home. Now, what this is basically, even though if somebody clicks on this link, he's going to redirect to the right website. But to associate more with the keyword, Google is giving you an extra option to create a path 1 and a path 2. So usually both the path shows, but in some cases, both of them won't really show. So here I'm toggling between a mobile view and a desktop view. This is how things look on a desktop. So yeah, right now it's just showing 1. There are mostly chances that it might show 1 or 2. So both these paths A have to be self-sufficient. That's the most important thing that you need to do. You need to ensure that both these paths are under a character limit of 1550. So what I've run here is I've talked about 2 BHK home. So if somebody reads my landing page, it reads like Highlands at godrejcity.com and 2 BHK. Now, because I searched for a keyword which is 2 BHK, and once I see here 2 BHK home, it directly relates to me. So my keyword relevance is already sought here. This helps in the potential customer identify and associate with something. And because you've entered a keyword here, it helps you with your quality score as well. All right, so these are your paths. So paths are nothing. These don't mean anything. These are not clickable. But what it does, it talks a little more about your URL. It tells the person where you are going to be associated or the benefits. Let's say, for example, if I'm going for a teeth whitening solution, uh, the link of the website would be there here. And on the path, we could say the path one could be #1 in whitening solution. Get your teeth whitened today, or get celebrity like teeth. What happens is when I read this in a landing page, it feels like, wow, this landing page is going to talk about these interesting things. Let me at least have a look. So these are what are display paths. Basically, they give some additional information about your landing page. Now we come to the headlines. What Google does, it allows you to add 1, 5, 15 headlines. Here you would see only a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere around these. But if you click on this plus sign, you can keep adding newer and newer headlines whenever you want in this certain ad group. All right, so we have our first container. The first container speaks about generic and a 2 BHK house plan and things like that. The first thing here with respect to ads, the headlines that we want is to pick this headline directly. Looking for a house plan, correct? Let me pick the other headline, upgrade to Godrej Powai. Third one is get your virtual tour today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick more of these. So looking for a 2 BHK flat plan. Join the 124 5-year Godrej legacy. Get your free brochure. All right. So what I've done is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see here 6 out of 15 ads have been published. Now see the preview on the right. Like I said, on the top, the display path, you are seeing this 2 BHK home. So again, for a user, I was searching for a 2 BHK and I saw this 2 BHK on the URL as well. What I feel is the minute I click, I'm going to land on a page which talks about 2 BHK home. Now here, if you can see, the headline one is looking for a 2 BHK house plan, and then it shifted to the second. Then get your virtual tour, then it shifted somewhere. So upgrade to Godrej, get your free brochure. This still makes sense. Join the legacy, looking for. So here, see, join the legacy, looking for a 2 BHK home. This doesn't really make sense when you read it as a statement, because all these statements are pretty much standalone statements, and that's why it doesn't really resonate with these things. In this case, what you need to do is, I want to ensure that looking for a 2 BHK house plan. Now, because we have a keyword and we want to maintain our relevance with that keyword, so what we need to do is 2 BHK house plans. Most of these keywords, floor plan, house plan, flat plan. If you remember match types and close variant, if I put a house plan, flat plan is, I believe, a pretty much close variant. Because of that, we will still be able to show our ads. So looking for a house plan upgrade here, if you can see, all these confusions are happening. Join, this thing has gone up behind. We need to ensure that our keyword stays in headline one. How do we do that? We come to that particular headline which has the keyword 2 BHK house plan and show only in position one. This is called pinning. This is called pinning. Similarly, looking for a 2 BHK house plan, again, pretty similar search query. So here now, if you see, only these two will keep on changing in the first section. Looking for a 2 BHK house plan, which is being pinned. Looking for a 2 BHK flat plan. House plan, flat plan. Why is this happening? Is because I have already instructed Google by pinning this that these two need to be shown as headline one itself, because I pinned it to one. Whatever else changes throughout the headline, throughout the description, I want to ensure that these two things show first. The second thing, which is very crucial, is apart from the first, I am telling Google to keep interchanging between these two itself. So if you see, this will keep looking for a 2 BHK house plan. Very shortly, it will tell you looking for a 2 BHK flat plan. I just need to be distracted from it a little while. 2 BHK house plan, 2 BHK flat plan. Rest everything is changing throughout. So For the second headline, it's taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will keep rotating it. But in our case, because we've already pinned this to number 1, it will only show the number 1 thing here. Correct? Now what you need to do, like we discussed here, first is usually a keyword, second is a USP or a brand name. So upgrade to Godrej Powai is going to be my second one. Join the 124. Here what we are trying to give is social proof. Now here every time it rotates, it's just going to rotate between two things. What is happening here with respect to pinning this is Google learns with the help of machine learning. Correct. A lot of times, because of incorrect data and because of the fact that our ad account is so new right now, because of that, the learning part in the machine might face some issues. And that's why initially you need to give minimum to no control to Google. Correct. So at least as of now, what I'm doing is I'm telling Google, you can use your machine learning and give me the best data you can. However, I want some control towards my end as well. And because of that, I am going to pin these two at least. Now, with respect to 3, you can keep circulating and changing. So get a brochure, get a virtual tour today. So here, if you can see, so far it's not showing headline 3 for some reason. But whenever you see that, it's going to be circulating between only these two options. Get so and so and get your free brochure. So these are your headlines. This is how you put it. This is how you pin in and ensure that the one with the keyword always stays first, the one with the USP or benefit stays always second, and the one with the CT always stays third. Awesome. The next part is description. Works exactly on the same fundamental. So what we have done is we've already kept a couple of descriptions ready, haven't we? So what I'm going to do is just pick these descriptions. And here in this case, we are only allowed 4. So what we are going to pretty much do is, I actually close this. I hope I don't lose all the things that we have registered so far, even though this might be saved automatically in the draft. I've lost this, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure you understand the gist of this. With respect to description, I'm going to add my first description. At least 2 descriptions are required is what this one is saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the second description here. So here you see, once I put all these description, this is again interchanging between the first and second one. So here you can say that always pin this one to 1, always pin this one to position 2. What will happen is, because it's just 2 so far, it will still keep on changing and updating. But here it clearly says description 1, luxury, description 1, enjoy state of the art living with swimming pool, clubhouse, etc. Where do we find this? Enjoy state of the art swimming pool. So it's again rotating between these two things. Here as well, you can add more descriptions. We already have made 2 more. I think we may have made something down here as well. Put these here, description 1 and description 2, and you can save this. So with the help of pinning, and like I said, we are giving some amount of control to Google, but we are ensuring that most of the control is always controlled by us. And that's how you put ads on the Google Ads platform. So far we've learned how we can steal competitors' headlines, the description lines, etc., and use it towards our benefit. We also learned something which was pretty new for today, which again was the first thing was with respect to that 39,999 bit, which is something which is very useful and something that we can use. The second thing is highlighting all these features and benefits in a subtle, nice way. And the third learning that we did that we do not want to use is to ensure that we do not use repeated words like 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, and unnecessarily put 3 BHK when 3 BHK is not really required. So considering this, the next step that we want to move to is ad extensions. Once we are done with ad extensions, I am going to take you through the entire bidding process, how bidding happens, what are the different bidding types, how can you automate your entire bidding process. And once bidding is completed, the best thing that I'm going to do is right from the start to the end, I'm going to walk you through a Google Ads dashboard. We will set everything with respect to the locations, with respect to all the other settings, with respect to language, start date, end date. We will put ads, we will put keywords, we will put match type of those particular keywords. and then finally start running ads. All right, awesome. So see you in the same module, but in the same class. Till then, have a good time. See you really soon.